Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is CrissyBEA, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So in today's video we are doing another episode of the Melaion series. Like I said, I don't know if I've called it the Melaion series or if I've called it the Year of Melaion. I don't know, but you guys know. Anyways, in today's video, basically, I thought I'll do a video just catching you guys up where I am with my business, and because I don't want you guys to get confused with the videos that I've got coming up soon, where I've got fundraising coming up for my business, like the products I've already chosen, the packaging I've already chosen and everything. So I want to like bring you guys up to speed where I am with my business and then kind of move on from there. So if you want to find out where I am, or if you just want to get information about my business and stuff like that, or any information that could help with your business, make sure you carry on watching. Okay, so the first thing is first, when you're starting a business, you want a notebook. A book where you can write all your notes and your ideas. I've got this little book that my boyfriend got me. It's called A Little Book of Big Ideas, and basically this is where I write anything to do with my business that I've come up with, any ideas or anything. I write it on here. It's so that I know where I am, or if there's anything that I just popped up into my head and I don't want to forget about it, I write it in here. I'm just gonna kind of take you guys all the way to the beginning of when I started my little business thing. I'm kind of like halfway. The reason why is because I first actually started using this book for my YouTube ideas and stuff. I still do, so that's why I'm like halfway. That's like, this is the YouTube section, and then this is like my business section, so that's why it's like that. First thing is first, you have to decide what you want your business to be about. Are you going to be selling products, or are you going to be selling a service? Like me, I'm going to be selling products basically. So that's where I started. I decided what products I was thinking of selling. I knew I wanted to do a whole cosmetic range. I didn't know if I wanted to do skincare or makeup, but I ended up deciding I wanted to do skincare just because I do like skincare more, and I like makeup as well. But to be honest, I feel like everyone's bringing out a lot of makeup at the moment, so I just wanted to go down the skincare route. And especially with the eco-friendly thing, I feel like there's not a lot of, well, that I know of, there's not a lot of eco-friendly skincare brands, so that's why I've decided to go down that route. And literally the first thing, my first page here, I've titled it as creating a skincare product, and this is when I've decided, okay, so what product am I gonna start with, because I'm not planning to bring out a whole range at the same, like at first. I was planning to bring out a few things. So I ended up deciding that I was gonna bring out two moisturizers, and then I wrote down what was my target market. I knew that I wanted to be my creams to be targeted at teenagers, all the way up to maybe the elder generation, aka anti-aging and everything like that. So I kind of chose an area, but I put 13 to 30 just because I felt like the cream, when I first started, the cream that I wanted to target people with acne, definitely with acne, but then also target people with uneven skin tone that could lead all the way up to probably 30s, in your late 30s, 40s and everything. But this is a general area that I was thinking of, but I do think my cream is going to be suitable for everyone, well, depending on their skin type basically. And then I put what I want the first moisturizer to be, and then what I want the second moisturizer to be. That's where I decided, okay, the first moisturizer I want it to be targeted to acne prone / oily skin, and then the second one I want to target uneven skin tone / skin texture. And then basically from here, this is when I started to do my research. So I researched like ingredients, like what's on the market so far, like what products are popular and what price range they're at, is it affordable and everything, because at the end of the day I want to be affordable. I don't want it to be too expensive, especially if I'm targeted at teenagers. No teenager can afford a £50 cream, like no teenager can afford that, but I want to target to teenagers that can actually afford it. So that's what I was looking at. I looked at ingredients, and then from the ingredients I started to create my own list of ingredients what I might like in my creams, and pretty much just continue to do that. And there is a lot of research, not gonna lie, you never stop doing a research. Like even at the stage I'm on, I'm still continuing to do research, which is quite good, because like there came a point where I thought I had my formula down, but I ended up changing a few things because I felt like it needed a certain ingredient into my cream and everything, but we'll get into that and everything. Yeah, so throughout my research I looked at, like, okay, first of all, what is acne, what's the sign of acne, what is pigmentation, what's the sign of hyper or hypopigmentation, uneven texture and everything. So I looked into all those things, and whilst I was doing that research, I'm a multitasker. I don't like to just, you know, focus on one thing. I like to focus on different things. So while I was doing that type of research, of course I started to also look, okay, what would I name my brand? I knew that I wanted, because my influencer name is called CrissyBEA, so I knew I wanted the B section in my name, just so that I can kind of like connect it to my influencer name, but I didn't know exactly what. And one of the ways I actually ended up figuring out what to name it, like a lot of people tend to use like generators, like baby name generators and stuff like that. I actually went on, when I was researching what website platform to use for my brand, I ended up stumbling upon Spotify. A lot of people use Spotify. It's actually one of the most popular websites to be used. Like even Jeffree Star uses a Spotify for his cosmetic brand and everything. So I actually went on there, I was looking around, and you can actually, they can generate a name for you. You just put what words that you want to be included in that name. So I put the word B, and throughout the list I saw Be Simple, and I was like, oh, I like that. Be Simple. It's like, at the end of the day, I do want my brand to, even though it's going to be eco-friendly, I do want it to be simple for you guys to understand how to be eco-friendly with your beauty products. So I was like, it just goes perfect. So that's how Be Simple came about, basically. Throughout also this research, YouTube can be your friend when it comes to starting your own brand, starting your own business, because there's a lot of small entrepreneurs out there. And there's this one girl called Tara Lee. I will put her website, not a website, her YouTube down below. I fell on a video of hers on how to formulate cosmetic products, basically, and literally she goes into details on how to formulate a cosmetic product. She shows you how she does it. She shows you all the equipment and everything, what you need and what you could use to make your cosmetic products and everything like that. So from her, most of my things that I learned it from her, and it's quite good that there is people on YouTube that can tell you like how to do certain things, but of course you still have to do your research, but there is people on YouTube that can help you with that. So she also tells you how to retail your products based on how much your ingredients and your how much the production of the product is going to cost, and then you come up with a retail price for your product, which is great. So I wrote all that information down and everything, and of course it came to a point where I was like, okay, I feel like I've got all my basic information. I need to actually start making the cream and testing it out and everything. So I like wrote down all the ingredients that I needed for the two products, and I tried out a few websites, or I looked at a few websites. I'm not gonna lie, in the UK it's actually quite hard to get certain ingredients, because for one of the ingredients that I need for my second moisturizer, I have been trying to look for it forever, and the only place I found it is if I ordered it from America and get it shipped here. But we had a whole situation when that came about. But yeah, so you do also have to be careful, like when you're ordering your ingredients, like how long is it gonna take to get here, because that's the one thing I found, is that especially if you're ordering it outside of the UK or even outside of Europe, it's gonna take forever to get here, and then you've got custom fees to pay for and everything. So you always have to be aware of that. I ended up getting all my ingredients, ended up trying it out. The first batch, one of the things I noticed, I put too much tea tree oil. I'm not gonna tell you guys all the ingredients for my products, just because, you know, it's my own formula. I created this formula. I'll tell you key ingredients, but I'm not telling you all of them. But yeah, one of the thing is I put too much tea tree oil on the first moisturizer that I made, and I felt like my mom and my sister tried it, they loved it. I love tea tree oil, but I just felt like unless I was branding as a tea tree oil product, I feel like it was too much. So with the second batch, which was for the second moisturizer, I decided to put less tea tree oil and put a fragrance in it, which made it smell great, but it wasn't the type of fragrance I was looking for. And also the other thing is the moisturizer wasn't really a moisturizer. I felt like it was more like a lotion, maybe even too watery. So of course I had to do more research into like, why was this happening, why wasn't it congealed together and everything. So I ended up buying another thing, because also both of my creams have got vitamin C, which is great for brightening the skin, but also it can make your skin sensitive, so you always have to make sure you wear a sunscreen if you're going outside. So because I put vitamin C is very hard to work with, because it can be activated very easily and it can be deactivated very easily, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure that when you're using it in a product, it's balanced for your skin, especially because for our skin, our pH tends to be around about between 4 to 5.5, so you want your pH to be like that. And when it comes to vitamin C, especially within a product, if you're mixing it within a product, you don't want to overheat it, or you don't want to because if you overheat it, then it activates it, and then when you put it in the cream, it stops working and it's just sitting there. And the thing is, you can also tell when the vitamin C has been activated in a product. If your product was white or whatever color it was before, and then after a long period of time it's gone yellow or mustard color, that means the vitamin C is no longer working. So I had to figure out a way of how I was gonna make sure that the creams that you guys will be using is still gonna be like the vitamin C was gonna be activated. So I looked into that and I found another ingredient that can help balance the vitamin C, which was great. So I added that, but I still felt like the consistency of the cream wasn't what I wanted, and I found a new fragrance which I'm in love, but I also want to try another fragrance out. So I continued to look into it, and I realized that I did not add an emulsifying wax. And basically what an emulsifying wax is, it gets water and oil to blend together and stick together. So that was the thing that I was missing from my cream, and of course this all comes with research. So I ended up getting some emulsifying wax and added it, and bruv, it like my cream is slowly coming together. Of course I'm testing it out, making sure I like it, then I'm gonna give it to other people to try it out and everything. But basically I've just put it in this little pot thing that I bought ages ago, and you can probably, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the cream is in there. It's all gel like, it's actually like a moisturizer. It's got that moisturizer consistency, but yeah. And then it just feels, actually looks like a cream, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And it feels like it leaves your skin feeling so moisturized. Like this one is the one that's targeted for uneven skin tone and skin texture. The acne prone one, I still need to get some more ingredients which I want to add to it, so that's why I haven't got a close to a finished product with that one. Yeah, with this one I feel like I just want to change another, well not change, just adapt, tweak one of the ingredients basically before I can say yes, I'm happy with the ingredient. But so far so good, literally, like from the beginning to now, I'm just so excited for you guys to try it out. But yeah, but throughout all of this, of course, I also came up with my mission statement and my core values for my brand. Also came up with my slogan. My slogan is Zero Waste Beauty Simplified. So yeah, so you also need to take time to look into that. When it comes to the core value, you don't need that many. To be honest, you could probably have, I'll say either 3 to 5 core values. I've just gone with 3 core values because I wanted to keep it simple, because, you know, I'm be simple and everything. Also, one of the things you need to also look at is how to make sure you are being legal with your company. So in the UK, when I was researching, I saw that to register my brand, I first have to make £1,000 worth of sales, which is great because I can test this out and see if I actually want to carry on. But then also there's things like insurance. I need to also make sure that I've got public liability insurance in case anything goes wrong. You also have to make sure that you are labeling your products correctly with ingredients, expiry date, weight, address, size requirement and description and everything like that. Of course, as I get to those stages where I'm actually doing that, I will do a video for each thing on showing you guys how I've done it or how to do it and everything like that. But yeah, you also have to make sure that. But when it comes to trying out your product, it's all trial and error. Done different trials with the cream. With the second cream, I'm nearly coming to the end. But like I said, there's a few tweaking still to do. With the first cream, there's still a few ingredients that I want to add to it to make it sure it's on point. But of course, it all comes to trial and error. And then of course, whilst I'm doing all of this, because I'm not planning to take 2 years to open my brand, to open my business. I'm not about that. So whilst all of this is happening, I'm also looking at how I want my jars to look like, on how I want my outer packaging to look like, how I want my shipping packaging to look like. So of course, the website that I've been using for this is called Alibaba, I think that's how you say it. I will put a link down below. And if you want to go for like a custom type of packaging for your products, Alibaba is the best place to go, because the companies on there, they do it they sell products as wholesale price, which means it'll be cheaper for you to buy. And the other thing you do have to watch out is when you are purchasing from Alibaba, you'll see there'll be a section that says MOQ, which is minimum of quantity. So that's the minimum is how much you can basically buy. Some of them will say 500, some of them will say 1,000, some of them will say 3,000, some of them will even say 10,000 and everything. So you also have to watch that out. Of course, I'm trying to this is like my first business and everything. I'm not trying to be buying 10,000 worth of products. I'm trying to go for the bare minimum, and I've seen that the bare minimum is about 500. So I always try to go for a company that will allow me to purchase at a minimum of 500. But yeah, so I've been writing them down and everything on how I want them to look like. I don't want to show you guys everything because I don't want to show you guys all my secrets. Not yet. Until I have the physical thing, I don't want to do it yet. But yeah, basically that's what I just been doing. Just doing I've drawn the design myself, and then what I've done is got in contact with some companies asking do you do this, do you do that, do you do engraving, do you do custom size, and everything like that. And they should do. Also, most companies, they'll offer a sample, so I ask about the sample. The ones that I've talked to, how you do have to pay for the sample, so I've been like, okay, I'll just have to wait. But it's all about communicating with them and everything. So at the moment, I'm at the stage where I'm trying to get samples of each thing so that I can decide, okay, if I want to go with this company first of all, if I want to go with this jar or this packaging or this shipping packaging, whatever. That's where I am with that. But of course, it's a long process and everything like that. But that is pretty much it. But in the meantime, I've also started a whole crowdfunder project thing, competition. I don't even know how to say it, but it's a crowdfunder project basically, and that goes live on the 2nd of March. And basically, all the money that I've raised through the crowdfunder, I will be putting towards my business. That means it will go towards the ingredients, the packaging, the shipping label, the shipping equipment, everything to do with my business. That's what the money will go into, because that'll also help me speed up the process of all of this basically. Because at the moment I'm at a standstill because I don't have money to order more ingredients for me to continue with the trials of my first moisturizer. I don't have the money for me to order the samples of the packaging so that I can test it out and see if I want to stick with them or not. So I'm kind of at that standstill at the moment, but this is why I've decided to start the whole crowdfunder project, which will be going out on the 2nd of March. I hope you guys can help me out with that and everything. If you are interested, there will be a video going up on my channel as well on the 2nd of March with a link of it and everything, so that you can go check it out, and all the information, of course, about the business, about the project and everything is going to be on that page as well. But that is pretty much where I am at the moment. I feel like I've told you guys everything that I can think of, or everything that's on my book, and kind of caught you guys up where I am. Of course, if I have any new developments or anything like that, I will also post it up on here. But the best way to keep update with my business is by following me on my Facebook page, which I'll put a link down below as well. I tend to post them a bit more regularly about my business, about anything to do with eco-friendly products, or anything that I find about to do, saving the environment, or anything like that. You can find out all about on my Facebook page. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys will enjoy this series. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you are notified every single time I post, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye.